Shalom and good day all, this is the Healing29 back again for another Marvel review, and in this Marvel review I'll be covering Godzilla versus Spider-Man. So starting off with first things first, does this cover in any way, shape or form connect to something that is happening inside with the story? Sure enough it does, to which I give it a 7.5 out of 10. Next is the area of the internal art as we have a look around the beginning, middle and of course the end, and also what's happening story-wise with the characters. So as the story begins, we end up catching up with Spider-Man, who is in the city, and we learn that whilst he is in the city, he is using, I guess, the Venom suit or the black suit, which also has the Venom symbiote on it. And of course, he's doing what he can to keep his job, as well as take on the villains that are in the city. Until, of course, Godzilla comes in the scene. So, as we approach the middle of the story, this actually takes place after the symbiote, or the Venom symbiote, has latched on to Godzilla. And now, one of the things that sort of like we learned that disturbed the symbiote was actually when Godzilla was roaring. It ended up causing the symbiote to break apart on Peter. And so he had to rely on his quick wit to land safely. Of course, we learn the connection of the symbiote to the King in Black, which I thought was really not too bad. I do certainly enjoy the art in this. As we draw towards the end of the story, Peter finally discovers a way to separate the symbiote from Godzilla, or the Venom symbiote from Godzilla, and of course there's a bit of a symbiotic fight. Godzilla versus Symbiote-Zilla. And of course, we get the fight that we get here. Until last but not least, towards the end, to which Venom, I think, affects Eddie Brock at the end. So, for the internal art, I give a 7.5 out of 10. Now it's time to move in relation to the area of the story. Now, one thing I didn't expect to see in the story was some comic book references. That are sort of like done in a way to connect to the event, but also connect to some outside events. So we had Secret Wars, we had Peter Parker, Spectacular Spider-Man, and also Godzilla versus Hulk. Next is the area of time, to which nothing was brought up. The location, of course, taking place in New York City. Last but not least, the cast of characters consisting of Peter Parker Spider-Man. We had the character known as the Shocker. We had Black Cat, J. Jonah Jameson. We had Godzilla, Mary Jane. We also had the King in Black. Shocker. Of course, the new Venom symbiote. And I think there was one more in there that I added, but I wrote it terribly. But overall rating, I give a 7 out of 10. Until then, let's keep it colourful and have yourself an awesome day.